I wonder, GSA. Look at that. It does have a GSA. It does. It did at one time have a GSA. I wonder if, hang on. I'm doing a separate Google search. Seattle Public School GSA. Oh, bing, 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 bing. Check this out. Okay. I just did a Google search for Seattle Public Schools GSA. GSA used to stand for Gay Straight Alliance. It no longer stands for Gay Straight Alliance. Now it stands for Gender and Sexuality Alliances because what they're doing is they're making GSAs all about transing the kids. Look what came up first. SeattleSchools.org, LGBTQ programs, curriculum, and support. Very first search result. GSA groups. Gender and Sexuality Alliance, aka Gay Straight Alliance, at schools at almost all high schools and many middle schools. K through 5 gender book kits. Joycelina, can we get the K through 5 gender book kit? What is in? In response to student need, the district introduced classroom materials that focus on age-appropriate concepts of gender and gender identity. The K through 5 gender book kit are available to Seattle teachers, Seattle K through 5 teachers. What is in this gender book kit? Hang on, I'm taking a screenshot of this. Hang on. I want to know what's in this gender book kit. The books and lessons were developed by a district-led task force, community members, parents, and educators in response to the state's adoption of new health education standards. These standards introduce at the elementary school level concepts such as gender, gender roles, gender expression, and gender identity. Sin, you have videos? Oh my goodness. Hang on. Sin! Holy shit. Sin to the rescue. Look at this. Sin, how did you find this? Look at this. This is a series of videos the Seattle Public Schools students in kindergarten through 5th grade. The videos showcase books and lessons from the Gender Book Kit, which was developed in 2017. These age-appropriate lessons align with the Washington State health education standards related to self-identity. You can find more information about the K through 5 Gender Book Kit. Link to come. Each video identifies the intended. Should we watch some of the videos? Should we watch some of the videos for the book kit, the gender book kit? Oh, Sin! Holy shit! All right, let me get this set up. We're gonna watch some videos, and we had to Google this. This was not okay. So the one of the points I want to make, I think I set this up correctly. Hang on, I'm gonna make sure I set it up correctly. So Sin found this through a Google search, which is different than searching the website. Okay? So sometimes what websites can do is they can eliminate certain search results from their internal indexing. So an internal search on the school's website is not always going to produce everything that you might need, but you can Google that and you can literally Google it and other things might come up as we did in this case. And this is all on their website. So this is under Seattle Public Schools, Department's Health Education, LGBTQ programs and curriculum support, and then we've got the gender book kit. Let's start off with kindergarten. Oh god, there's a lesson plan, a self-portrait. Okay. Kindergarten.
Hi there, everyone. My name is Brennan Ham, and I'm the health education specialist and trainer for Seattle Public Schools.
No!
Pronouns, but anything said with respect is great. So they, she, and he all work for me. I'm very excited to be here with you today because we are going to read a fabulous book called Introducing Teddy. The full title is Introducing Teddy, a gentle story about gender and friendship. This is written by Jessica Walton and illustrated by Dougal McPherson. Now take a look at this picture. We see here on the cover of this book a really sad-looking teddy. This teddy has a little sad face and has a bow tie.
This is for
We see a
kindergartners.
mirror here, and then we see a teddy with a bow and a really big happy face. So what do you think this story might be about? I'm very excited to share it with you. It's a very special story. Now, before we begin, I would like to cover some important words that'll really, really help us understand this story better. Now, the first word is acceptance. Take a moment and think, when have you heard the word acceptance before? The second word is compassion. When have you heard the word compassion before? Take a moment and think, what does compassion mean? And now that third word is gender. Take a moment and think, what does gender mean? Where have you heard it before or seen it?
This is so
The fourth
creepy.
word
Is anyone else creeped
gender
out?
role. When have you heard or considered what gender role might mean? Have you seen it? And the fifth and final word that we're going to talk about today is the word unique. What does unique mean? Again, take a moment to consider those words. And what I'm going to do is share with you our Seattle Public Schools definition for kindergarten for each of these words.
For
The first word,
Holy shit.
acceptance. Acceptance means being supportive, kind or friendly to others, accepting other people and their differences, and being okay with something. The second word, compassion, means being a good friend to someone when that person needs it.
Okay, I'm just going to pause this real quick. Obviously, we are going to be watching all of these videos tonight, so everyone just needs to hunker down and go get a drink and a snack. If you want to, I'm busting out the knitting. But it's like, okay, these words in and of themselves are not bad. There's nothing wrong with teaching children about compassion and acceptance. Fine. But this guy is creepy. This is creepy. He's talking like he's flirting. I'm sorry. I've spent a lot of time around gay men. I'm a magnet for gay men. They flock to me like I don't know what. It's the lesbian haircut. This is creepy. This is for kindergartners. He is basically flirting, okay? Like, and why does he, like, I just don't understand. So it's not like even the words themselves. It's like the whole context of what this thing is. All right.
Awareness and kindness for other people's feelings, emotions, and experiences. That third word, gender, means a person's feeling about being either a boy or a girl.
That's not what
neither,
gender means.
Both, or somewhere in between.
That's not what gender means at all. They just defined, hang on.
Role means
they just define gender as a feeling you have. That's not what gender means. Oh, I'm sure I'm really going to like this definition too.
Cultural ways about how men and women are supposed to act.
Oh my God.
So we can think of expectations that we have for people. So for example, baking is an activity that we usually associate with girls. And weightlifting is an activity that we usually associate with boys. But anyone can do any of those things if it makes them feel like themselves. Now that final word is unique. Unique means something or someone very special. Everyone is unique because everyone is uniquely them.
Everyone wants to be unique.
Now we're going to read this fabulous book, and I want to think about those words. Again, acceptance, compassion, gender role.
I promise you I like D just as much as this guy does. Not a lesbian.
Begin. Introducing
Yeah,
Teddy
sure.
by Jessica Walton, illustrated by Dougal McPherson. Begin. Errol and Thomas the Teddy play together every day. They ride their bike in the backyard. They plant vegetables in the garden. They have sandwiches for lunch in the tree. Here they are in their tree, eating delicious sandwiches, no doubt.
He's wearing a rainbow ring.
They have tea parties inside. It's raining.
I'm pretty sure he has shimmer nail polish on too in that one finger. I'm not judging. I like shimmer nail polish, but...
One day, Errol woke to find the sun shining through his bedroom window. Hooray, he shouted. Come on, Thomas, let's go to the park and play. Thomas the teddy didn't feel it. We see Thomas here looking very sad. We'll find out why. You seem sad today, Thomas, said Errol. Don't worry, the park will cheer you up. Thomas the teddy wasn't so sure. We see here Thomas is skeptical. But we see Errol seems to be trying very hard to be a really good friend, really excited to cheer on this teddy bear. Oh no, even the swing isn't working. What's wrong, Thomas? Talk to me. If I tell you, said Thomas, you might not want to be my friend anymore.
Oh no.
Ugh. I wonder what this teddy is going to share.
Good information, Joycelina.
I will always be your friend, Thomas. Thomas the teddy took a deep breath. I need to be myself, Errol. In my heart, I've always known that I'm a girl teddy, not a boy teddy.
What the fuck?
I wish my name was Tilly, not Thomas.
Yeah, stunning and brave.
How do you
stunning
think
and brave.
respond?
Oh my god.
Let's find out. Is that why you've been so sad?
He's
Errol
not a girl
asked?
or a boy, it's a bear.
I don't care if you're a girl teddy or a boy teddy. What matters to me is that you are my friend. You are the best friend a bear could have, said Tilly. Ugh. So here we see acceptance, accepting somebody for their differences. We see compassion, being a good friend. We also see somebody demonstrating their gender, right? So how they identify themselves, how they know in their heart and their mind to be a boy, a girl, neither, both, or something else altogether. So here we see Tilly the teddy tell us that she's a girl teddy. Again, you're the best friend a bear could have, said Tilly.
This is so creepy.
Now that you're feeling better, said Errol, let's call our friend Ava. Hi, Ava. Teddy and I are at the park. Do you want to come and play? Sure, Errol. Let me just finish building my robot. Here's Ava, and here's Ava's robot. And here we have Tilly and Errol. Do you like robots? I think they're awesome. But personally, I'm more of a teddy bear person myself. Hi, Errol. Hi, Thomas. Ava called out
I got
as
it,
she
Phil.
sped
Thank you.
toward them. Hi, Ava, said Errol. Teddy has a new name. Let me introduce you to Tilly. What a great name, said Ava. Let's go and play, Tilly. So we see here that Errol was being a really, really good friend, showing that compassion, being thoughtful, and also supporting Tilly by sharing Tilly's new name with Ava, presumably with Tilly's permission. Now, we also see Tilly demonstrating compassion and acceptance as well. She didn't question that. She didn't try to make Tilly feel bad or for being different. She was just like, great. What a great name, Tilly. That's a good friend. Now, the only thing that we want to note here is that it looks like Ava forgot her helmet. Please remember, if you're outside on a scooter or a bicycle, it's important to wear your helmet. Wait, I'm just going to move my bow tie, said Tilly the teddy. I've always wanted a bow instead.
It's an outfit. It's an
Here,
outfit. They're
we have
teaching them it's an
Ava, who has
outfit.
taken her bow and just tossed it away. She didn't want it anymore. And then here we have Tilly, who took her bow tie and turned it into a bow for her hair. Over here, let's continue to read. Good for you, Tilly. Wear whatever makes you happy, said Ava. I think I'll get rid of my bow. I like my hair free. This is also an interesting example of gender roles. So a lot of times people expect girls to want to wear bows. But as we see here, Ava doesn't want to do that. But we also see Tilly, who's a girl teddy, who absolutely does want to.
Maybe the
variation.
teddy could have
We
worn
can
it as a
all
boy
kind of do
teddy and been
whatever
just
feels good to
fine.
us, whatever makes us feel good. Let's continue reading. Errol, Ava, and Tilly played all morning until it was time to go home. See you at our next tea party, Errol said as Ava stepped onto her scooter. Yes, see you there. I'm bringing a friend, Ava yelled as she sped away. I'm also going to assume that she went to go get her helmet. It's very important. Here we see them playing.
He's a health
Errol
education
and Tilly the
specialist.
Teddy play together every day.
Health education
They
specialist.
ride their bike in
Seattle
the
Public
backyard.
Schools.
They plant vegetables in the garden. They have sandwiches for lunch in the treehouse. And they have tea parties inside. So here we have Ava with her robot, Tilly and Errol, all together playing. How wonderful. And that's it. Here we go. Thank you so much for reading this fabulous book. Again, this is Introducing Teddy, and this was written by Jessica Walton and illustrated by Dougal McPherson. I hope you loved this book. Before we end today, I'd love for you to consider a really fun lesson. This lesson that we have for you is a chance for you to introduce yourself with an illustration of your own. So this is a chance for you to make a self-portrait. So that means drawing a picture of yourself.
We're going to look at the lesson plan in a
as we
second.
saw in the book, when Tilly the Teddy looked in the mirror, she was able to see her full self, how she wanted to be. We saw that bow in her hair. We saw a big smile.
They're
on her
encouraging
face.
kindergarteners to see themselves
this is a
as
chance
trans.
for you to think about what are things that make you uniquely you. So for me, for example, I really love this hat. And if I wore this hat every day, I might draw myself this hat, right? Let's say I really, really love swimming. So maybe I would also draw some goggles in my hand in this self-portrait. That would be an example of me demonstrating who I am, what makes me uniquely me. So I hope you get to do this activity. I would say it's really fun to do with a parent or guardian or older sibling too. A chance to introduce yourself, even to somebody that you already know and love. So thanks so much for joining us, and thank you for being uniquely you.
He went to Harvard for grad school. It doesn't actually surprise me at all. Stephanie says he went to Harvard for grad school. It doesn't actually surprise me at all, Stephanie, if that's true. Oh, you're going to get a good shot of my bookmarks there. All right. Let me see. All right. So, Phil, I think this is the website you sent me as well. They've got all this stuff on there. I totally missed. Okay, so this is something I need to keep in mind about the Seattle Public Schools website. So, this is a weird navigation thing. Oh, shit. Hang on. Didn't even show it to you guys. That's great. Excellent. Didn't show you guys the things that I showed you. So this is something I need to keep in mind for the Seattle Public Schools website is they have a really weird navigation. And so you want to keep it so this is what tripped me up. So I basically when I went to this website, I started scrolling down it like a normal website, right? And that's when we found this book kit thing and I was like, "Where's the book kit? What's the book kit?" But you know where it was? It was linked up here. It was above. But I wouldn't have even thought to look there because that's just not how most websites work. And so I'm pointing this out specifically because this is why it's really important to get attention to detail. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah. We landed in the rabbit hole of holy shit. So now we've got their videos. And so now another thing we know about this too is that the Seattle Public Schools are not doing some of their crazy bullshit under equity or any of that. They're probably doing crazy bullshit under that. We don't know yet because their professional development guidelines are behind a password protected paywall. But they're doing it under health education, which this is not something I've encountered for. It's not something I've encountered before. They're doing the trans stuff under health education. So people need to make sure that if you can't find it, look under health education. You found his LinkedIn. So you know what's funny? He went to Harvard for graduate school. My first job in higher education ever, and I worked in higher education for 10 years. My first job in higher education ever was the Harvard Graduate School of Education. So it's good to see. Yeah, we found their YouTube channel earlier, Bot. We got that. So let's look at some more videos. Now I want to look at, so this one, So they have the introducing Teddy video, but I want to see they have the self-portrait download that you can, that's what he showed at the end of that. But what I want to see is the lesson plan, because I'm going to bet in their lesson plan that they're going to encourage students to see themselves as trans in their self-portrait. Let's just see. So this is basically, he went through, this is basically what he did when he was teaching the book. Assignment: complete a self-portrait that depicts 3 things about who they are if they are being themselves. Additional resources: teaching tolerance, diversity lessons, gender spectrum. I bet the gender unicorn is in there. I bet you when they're having students to do, at the end of the book, ask, what do you think it means to be yourself? How are the characters in the book being themselves? Point out that some people might feel like Tilly if they are expected to do something or wear something, and listen to what they're having the teachers do. Point out that if some people might feel like the transgender teddy bear, if they are expected to do something or wear something or act in a way that doesn't feel like themselves. They may feel like they have certain gender roles they are expected to live by. This is for kindergarteners, guys. They're encouraging the kindergarteners to explore their gender identity because the teddy bear decided that the teddy bear didn't want to be a boy teddy bear. He wanted to be a girl teddy bear.